Welcome to the top 20 headlines at Westferry Times. Storm Eowyn brings 100 miles per hour winds to Northern Ireland and Scotland, prompting red warnings, school closures, and widespread travel disruption. Axel Rudekubener, 18, sentenced to life for the sadistic murders of 3 young girls and injuring 10 others in Southport. Labour MP Patrick Hurley urges Attorney General to review Axel Rudekubener's 52-year sentence, calling it unduly lenient for the murder of 3 young girls. Dozens of schools in North Wales will close Friday as Storm Eowyn brings 90 miles per hour winds, risking power cuts, travel disruption, and building damage. Chichester homes cost 8.5 times typical annual earnings, making it the priciest area outside London for first-time buyers, nationwide data reveals. The UK government has approached restructuring firms, including Teneo and EY, to prepare for the potential nationalisation of Thames Water, which faces financial collapse due to its £15 billion debt. Renowned Northern Irish poet Michael Longley, described by Seamus Heaney as the custodian of griefs and wonders, has died at 85 following complications from a hip operation. Chancellor Rachel Reeves will direct the National Wealth Fund and Office for Investment to collaborate with regional mayors, aiming to foster local growth through a more inclusive, bottom-up approach. Trade Secretary Jonathan Reynolds has suggested the UK could align with EU food and farm product rules to regain frictionless access to European markets, after talks with EU Trade Commissioner Šefčovič. The Bank of Japan has increased its short-term policy rate to 0.5%, its highest level in 17 years, in response to rising prices, following the fastest inflation pace in 16 months. Police are investigating the vandalism of a Captain James Cook statue in Sydney, marked with red paint ahead of Australia Day, the second attack on the statue in a year. Satellite images show a massive oil slick spreading across the Kerch Strait, caused by the sinking and grounding of 2 tankers in December, with up to 5,000 tons of oil leaked. Google briefly removed Joe Biden's name from search results for U.S. presidents, showing Donald Trump as the last 2 presidents. The issue was quickly addressed after social media users raised concerns. Hundreds of people in Jenin, a hotbed of Palestinian militancy in the West Bank, began leaving their homes on January 23, 2025, as Israeli forces continued a deadly raid. This operation came days into a ceasefire in the Gaza conflict. Commercial flights between Turkey and Syria resumed on January 23, 2025, with a Turkish Airlines flight from Istanbul to Damascus, marking a significant diplomatic milestone. South Korea's anti-corruption agency has transferred its investigation into impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol's martial law declaration to prosecutors, recommending indictment on charges of insurrection and abuse of power. D. Gukesh, the 18-year-old chess prodigy, surpasses Arjun Erigaisi to become the highest-ranked Indian at 4th position in the latest FIDE rankings after his victory at the Tata Steel tournament. Manchester City strengthens its squad by signing Egyptian forward Omar Marmush from Eintracht Frankfurt for $73 million, continuing its spending spree to recover from a tough Champions League loss. Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince reveals plans to invest $600 billion in the US over the next 4 years, following a call with President Donald Trump highlighting strong bilateral ties. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio reaffirms Washington's commitment to Israel in a call with Prime Minister Netanyahu, discussing Iran and hostages, marking Trump's first outreach on the issue. Thank you for watching Westferry Times. Stay informed, stay ahead.